Alright, everybody, hello and welcome back to the JDL League Season number 5 of Truesight TV. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by PlagueDota. It's going to be game number 2 between FailQQ and Boreal Esports. I'm sorry to interrupt your analysis there, but well, you were saying.
Alright, so as I was saying, it looks like Boreal really values the Clockwork and the Sniper very highly, especially when you're going to ban those heroes out after we saw game 1 that those are really their core heroes. So it looks like they really don't want FailQQ to pick them up, and they are going to pick up that Vengeful Spirit that we did see ban game 1. So they picking up the #1 support, at least in my mind, in this version of Dota, and then the #2 support coming out for the FailQQ. Again, they're going to pick up that Lion. So it looks like FailQQ really, Shocks really does value that Lion. So we do see that the Axe and Troll Warlord bans are out again, and I think that this would allow for FailQQ to pick up that Juggernaut if they want to, because Juggernaut really does well with really any support, and he's also able to play even like the off lane. If you want to get a little greedy, you could play him in the off lane and then have another farming core. So
yeah,
I mean, I don't know if I'd like seeing the line pickup, especially when we saw in game 1 it didn't do as much as you really want out of the line pickup. It does have the double CC, it does have that damage, but again, it's not that I don't think it's that great of a hero. And we see Earthshaker being picked up. Now with the line and the Earthshaker, they're both pretty solid 5s as heroes, and the only thing that you need on either of those heroes is a Blink Dagger, and I don't know if I really enjoy those as a support duo, but we'll maybe see what FailQQ has in store. Maybe it could be a crit shaker, you know.
Yeah, with FailQQ, I think we can say anything can happen.
Yeah, we did.
Anything. Yeah. Double blink can happen.
We did see that the Boreal did pick up the Shadow Fiend, and I was talking about just before you got back, when you ban out the Sniper, you want to pick, the reason that you ban him out is because you want to pick a hero that loses pretty bad to the Sniper, which is what I was talking about, was Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
And with the Shadow Fiend pickup coming out of Boreal, it looks like that what I was thinking came to fruition.
Also, I want to point out that back when T-Barone was on Void Boys, I got to see him play some Shadow Fiend. This guy is absolutely ridiculous on the hero. It is utterly insane how well he plays this hero. So,
now, does he go that Coolio new Yules build, or does he go...
This was before Yules was really popular on Shadow Fiend, so I couldn't really tell you. And I haven't seen him play Shadow Fiend lately, so...
I personally still like the Shadow Blade or mech build, depending on, but I think here, with depending on what the mid laner is gonna be that Shadow Fiend goes up against, that would be the item route. We will see that the side of Boreal is gonna ban out that Storm Spirit and the Brewmaster again, or the Storm Spirit again, and then the Brewmaster, which are two mid laners that, or Brewmaster doesn't necessarily win versus Shadow Fiend at all, because
nor does Storm really. But
yeah.
Once they get their ults online, they can definitely wreak some havoc. And you want to give him the easiest lane he can have. You want him against, like Wisp mid. Seriously.
Yeah, you want to...
No, you want him against Spectre mid, the hero with the least lane presence there ever was.
Yeah. Do you see that the pair of offlaners are going to be banned out by FailQQ, Bristleback and Broodmom, and we've seen both of those heroes just be pretty core pickups, at least this version. And Broodmother not so much, but we have seen a big resurgence of Bristleback with...
And Broodmother gets banned almost constantly, because it's oftentimes that you can't deal with the Brood, but you can see your enemy can. And so you have to ban it out, otherwise they're going to pick it.
Earthshaker's a really, really good pickup versus Broodmother, because with the Echo Slam, if there are any spiders, it's just so much damage that goes across the board. Because just because of how Earthshaker works. And Viper, he's going to be that pickup for that mid lane versus the Shadow Fiend. And I think that's going to be a pretty rough lane for the Shadow Fiend overall because Nether Toxin, because Viper Strike, because Poison Attack. That's just... And Corrosive Skin even. Those all do well versus the Shadow Fiend because if a Raze clips you with a Viper, that's going to proc the damage for Corrosive Skin. And Nether Toxin and paired with Poison Attack, that's a lot of damage across the board. And with Shadow Fiend not having the best strength...
Oh, whoa.
I'm going to guess it's going to be an offlane Night Stalker. We've seen Meepone give it the fly in the offlane.
Oh, really? I missed that game somehow.
Yeah, it's, let me see if I can find it on that Dota real quick here. But, it's been met with, like, mixed success. Mainly because in the offlane, you're not going to be able to get a whole lot with that hero, but
5 seconds remaining.
Tide Hunter.
Where is that?
Tide coming up for them as well. So the green team and the I have no idea. The Earthshaker Lion team here.
So it's gonna be the green and red. So
I guess so. Yeah.
What colors are those?
Green and brownish orange.
Yeah.
Up against the blues and Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend has no allegiance.
Yeah, so alright, so the game that I was thinking of was when Meepone played against Mindsanity.
5 seconds.
The Fly ended up going 2-8. So, not that great. Where the Juggernaut for the side of Mindsanity just ended up taking over the game. So, bad example of a hero, but I mean, it's been played, not to much success.
But you know what? I want to say T-Barone actually plays Shadow Fiend's safe lane more than mid.
Okay.
And he was playing the safe lane last game. So it could be a Midnight Stalker and a safe lane Shadow Fiend. I mean, with Vengeful Spirit Skywrath, Shadow Fiend will have a very well protected lane. He won't have quite as many levels as he'd want, but Vengeful Skywrath can roam very early on.
5 seconds remaining.
And against a Tide Hunter in lane, which we can assume is FailQQ's offlaner, he's not even going to be bothered.
Yeah, and I think that you might also want to consider running a dual lane here, because you can get a little greedy versus the lineup of FailQQ right now, especially if you... Because Night Stalker... Well,
you can, but you don't want to get greedy against Viper.
True.
Having a greedy late game carry with Night Stalker on the board is great. But I think Shadow Fiend's going to fill that role here, and they need someone to help initiate a little better. Honestly, and this is going to sound kind of stupid, but a Bounty Hunter could make sense. Only, we're talking about having not one, but two very out-of-meta heroes in the Night Stalker and the Bounty Hunter, so...
Spirit Breaker wouldn't be too bad of a pickup either here, and we've seen that Asus Polar
I actually will say that that's not a great pickup, because of Viper's slow. Your move speed's going to lower, and therefore your bash damage is going to lower a lot.
I think Spirit Breaker is a lot better than... I think he's less situational than a lot of people say, because I've played that hero just left and right, and he's gained me so much MMR in solo. And he
really can fill any role.
Yeah, and I think that he can get quite a bit out of the offlane. We've seen that CIS Dota, especially like Asus, like both of the Virtus Pro teams, have really been running that hero to great success. And I think that if you want to pick like an Invis offlaner that does well, I think Ricky could do well, because we've seen Ice run him a little bit. I think Ricky is a very good offlaner. I think that he can get more done in the offlane than maybe a Bounty Hunter.
The reason I was saying Bounty Hunter is because if Night Stalker's around the map, easy to get kills, easily getting them. If he's got those kills tracked too, he's no longer a Night Stalker. He's like Night Pimp or something. He's rolling in the dough, you know?
Definitely. I think Night Stalker, what we'll see here is he's going to pick up an early earn, and then once second night hits, he's just going to try and get as many kills as he can which would be pretty good for the side of Boreal, because if you can get some early kills with the Night Stalker, and we see that the Medusa is going to be picked up here by the side of FailQQ, so we. All right, I'm not. All right, so that's
Okay. What just happened?
So
It's not even gonna be T-Bur on Shadowfiend. I hyped him up, and then he's like, "Nope,
It's like, nah, I'm playing Razor, yo.
that ain't me, boy."
So now with, I guess with, I would have liked to have seen a Anti-Mage with the Medusa, because I think that's just a natural counter. But we'll just go ahead and.
So that he's got to stream snipe all the wards.
Yeah.
You got to remember what the meta is right now. It's that jokes about stream sniping are funny.
Hey man, Union Gaming, they raised awareness for that. They sacrificed their integrity as a team for the greater good.
Arteezy never would have gotten anything out of that if he would have never got any flack yesterday if it hadn't been for Union Gaming. So props to them. Union Gaming, a great cultural activist in the Dota scene right now. Kappa.
We will see that this is going to be an offlane Night Stalker, so don't expect him to do a whole lot in the first or second night, I don't think. Mainly because you really need to, you need to get some farm and levels. Like, not necessarily a lot, you just need to get your earn and level and boots online, and that's going to be quite a while before that Night Stalker will get that online.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a really nasty tri-lane for the side of Boreal with that Venge, Skywrath, and Razor. That is if they choose to go that route.
They can, of course, just rotate the Venge and Skywrath. Skywrath being very, very fast early on, and Boreal's Venge going to be able to reduce the armor and just help Night Stalker, Shadowfiend, Razor, whoever, dish out a ton of damage. And I'd go ahead and say this is probably an armor reduction strat coming out from them. With the Shadowfiend aura and the Venge aura, it's enough armor reduction to really pack a punch. So,
and also the Eye of the Storm, because that ultimate with the each proc giving neg armor, that's really big. That'll allow for more damage to come across. So let's go ahead and introduce the two teams here. Or
you take one, that's fine.
Maybe. All right. So on the side of FailQQ, we have Kraken on the Viper, Rusi on the Earthshaker, Shocks, who played a great Faceless Void in Game 1, and my mouse is spazzing out now.
Of course. Yep.
Oh, we do see that the Magic Missile is going to go on to the Medusa. Medusa is going to end up going down to the Void of the Night Stalker, so that's big for the Night Stalker.
Level 1 fight. You got him level Mana Shield, Medusa. I'm sorry, unless you are literally in a situation where they're not going to get a hit on you, you can maybe level Snake, but you need that Mana Shield very early on.
He didn't level anything, but I don't think that they needed to try and defend against that, but we'll introduce the last player on the side of FailQQ, which is going to be Chocolate on that Tide Hunter.
Tasty. And on the side of Boreal, of course, we have Tiburon. On the Razor, the only Canadian with apparently a Portuguese name, 747 will be mid lane on the Shadowfiend. Up top, we'll have Static on the Skywrath Mage, Zwan on the Vengeful Spirit, and last but not least, it's going to be the Future, coming from the Night Stalker. And I guess Night is somewhere in the future, so it's very appropriate. Once again. Not quite as much as the Clockwork, though.
Yeah, we will see some aggression coming out on the side of Boreal. They really want to get something done here in the top lane, especially when you're going to run this aggro try with the Skywrath Mage and the Vengeful Spirit. The clarity is going to get popped by the Vengeful Spirit. She will have enough mana for the Magic Missile here before too long. But with that first blood coming out for Boreal onto that Night Stalker, that let him get his level 1 boots online pretty quick, and he will be getting more farm in this lane. He's not going to get as many levels as you'd like to see in a Night Stalker, but with how well that level 1 fight went for them, and with him getting that first blood, that Gold's going to really make up for it.
Yeah, and guys, the Enchantress from the previous game is not in the game. I had a couple people just asking about that in chat. I'm assuming she knew they'd respect ban the Enchantress and just couldn't play game 2, couldn't take it. They should have saved the ace for a little later, so she's going to be drowning her sorrows, it seems. It seems. I just went full Italian there for a second.
We do see that Tiburon's getting a lot done here in this bot lane, just
Yeah.
really negating this farm for this Tidehunter. He's gotten 6 denies.
And Shadowfiend is really dominating Medusa mid. And he should be able to continue. Oh, beautiful Mystic Snake there. Just getting Shadowfiend with that last hit and doing a huge bit of damage to his health. This is honestly the reason why Medusa can mid. And the only reason, really.
Yeah, I play a fair chunk of Medusa. She's just, that Mystic Snake is so broken. It's the only, it's her only damaging spell, so I can understand why it does a lot of damage, but with that damage increase per jump at 25%, if you can knock him. Oh, we do see the Night is gonna get the kill.
5 seconds, 5 HP, sorry. But he'll go down to creep, so Earthshaker getting the kill here. Vengeful Spirit, though, yeah, she's going to be able to do some work. Doesn't even need the Wave of Terror to finish off Lion there.
So that's going to be 2 kills for the side of Boreal. That's an Urn already on the Night Stalker. So when I was voicing some concerns about not having an early Urn, he's got it.
I think he'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah, with 2 kills already being on the board for Boreal, that, for the Night Stalker on the side of Boreal, that's just really going to propel them to a very strong first and second night, especially if Night Stalker can get this level 4 online here before level 2 night. I mean, before the first night comes on, and he can get a second point in Hunter in the Night. That'd be.
Oh dear, they just took down Tidehunter. It's a slippery slope for FailQQ right now.
Yeah,
Shox is even getting wrecked mid lane. Like 747. I mean, I was talking good about Tiburon's Shadowfiend. 747's is pretty good as well. I think we could say.
He's playing a great mid lane right now. He's really been pushing out this Medusa, and it's going to force this Medusa to Bottle Crow. And it looks like Venge wants to posture up, see if she can get something done. Nope, with Lion trying to zoned out here. He's not going to be able to get it, but we will see that with the first night, this Night Stalker is going to be a lot bigger than what his level and his gold is saying. Especially, like, I think when you do this 2-0-2 build on Night Stalker, you really want to, you're really pushing for that aggression here at the first night.
I think it's that and the fact that, look at FailQQ's team. Sure, you can silence the supports, but if you kill the carries anyway without even silencing the supports, you're good to go. You're gonna be fine. So he's going for that, I'm gonna kill you, and I honestly don't care if I die too build, because he's here as a space bar. He's the space creator for the team of Boreal. Razor and Shadowfiend gonna be able to sit back and do a lot. Now, meanwhile, mid lane, there is no actual action.
But the Hex did come out on the Vengeful Spirits. He was postured up pretty aggressively here, and once he got spotted out by the Lion just went ahead, hexed up, and then used his Earth Spike. But once Concussive Shot went out by the Skywrath Mage, Lion kind of just tuck-tailed and ran. So this Venge is kind of just camping out this mid lane. He really wants to get something done onto the Medusa, but I don't know if there's really going to be anything that will come of it. And with Shadowfiend already just dominating this Medusa, I don't know if you really want to focus all of your efforts here onto the mid lane or too much, because if you can get if you can get kills into another lane, that would just that would be really beneficial.
Okay, well, I was trying to coach Shadowfiend. I'm like, drop the Wraithbane. You'll get like 4 more HP. Come on.
4 more. We will see that the Night Stalker is going to go here into the jungle with the level 3 Void online. He really wants to see if he can get something done here.
Oh my goodness. They're trying to stack for Medusa, and he knows it too.
Yeah,
if he'd gotten to block that camp, that would have been big.
He is wrapping around here in this tier 1, so it looks like he wants to try and get a kill here.
Could they see him with the courier?
No, the courier doesn't have that large of a radius where he can see. But this Night Stalker is going to see out this Lion, and Lion's probably dead.
Yeah, they definitely haven't seen him. If the Lion had walked that close, there's no way.
Yeah, we will see the Void go out onto the Medusa, and Medusa's going to end up taking quite a bit of damage here.
She'll ult, but oh well.
Man, and do you see that the Night Stalker is just going to dive deep onto the Lion with the Earth Spike now. So that's going to be a dead Night Stalker, and... No, Night Stalker's gonna get out. Wow.
He gets the the Q off, and then is just able to do enough. And he's got an Urn Charge and a Salve. That's a Midas up at 6 minutes on Shadow Fiend, as well as a Bottle and Brown Boots.
And the Wraith Band, he's just got a lot done here in the mid lane. He has 52 last hits here, 7 minutes into the game.
Which is near perfect, by the way.
And
if not above that.
And he's also been able to just completely zone out and abuse this Medusa. We will see the Night Stalker once they get something done here in the top lane too. Just did a couple right clicks onto the Earthshaker, and we will see that the Fissure is going to go out onto the Night Stalker.
They can't kill him though.
No, he's definitely not going to die. But the Shadow
oh my god!
Onto the Tide Hunter.
They found his stack. They've had this ward up. They've spotted him stack, and they're like, "Go ahead, buddy, have fun. Okay, you're going to go farm it. Here we come."
And
I mean, what do you do?
I mean, you make sure that Shadow Fiend keeps his Midas off cooldown.
Yeah.
Wait, which he right now this
he's going for jungle creep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and he got it early enough. Keep in mind that it's gonna actually make a difference there. Yeah. And another thing is, this is something I learned over the weekend with posts on Reddit, etc. Actually, the Alpha Wolf camp, best camp for XP. So Midasing that one is really good. It turns out. Because it's also the worst for gold, so he's really getting the most of that. He'll have treads at 8 minutes.
I mean, with this build that this Shadow Fiend's going, even though it is pretty greedy, it's looking like, or incredibly greedy, he is able to get more done than you would expect, because 747 has just been destroying his lane, and he's gonna just clean up these camps here.
Hi, you stacked a camp for Medusa? Oh, sorry to hear about that. Be a shame if someone, came along and raised it.
We do see that his illusion did also scout out this camp here in the jungle, so he can just go up and triple raise that and then take all of it.
And what do? Have your supports stand right beside it the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, BRA71L. Obligatory 7-1 Brazil.
And with him getting the stack here, with that extra gold from both of those camps, it's just propelling him further and further. We will see the Vengeful Spirit's also gonna not get a kill onto the line. It's gonna get denied from that ancient stack. So this is just, it's not looking too great.
On the bright side, though, Dusa will be able to farm it. Viper comes in though. Dusa ain't coming. No, she is not coming. But keep in mind, the Radiant team knows she's here. They have a ward up. They know. She does have 1,000 gold thanks to that, and Courier is going to be out to Bottle Crow, it looks like.
It looks like the Shaker's going to go down to the plasma field of the Razor, maybe? Yep.
Yeah, it'll take them down. This is the thing, though, with Boreal. They've got carries, but carries that do burst damage. You've got Razors from Shadow Fiend, you've got the Void from Night Stalker, and you've got the Plasma Field from Razor, as well as the Damage Steal. If they even live long enough through the fight, Razor's probably already taken a good chunk of damage.
Yeah. Ooh, that was half the HP of the Skywrath for that Mystic Snake. So we've seen
Medusa's their ace in the hole at this point. Like, if anyone's gonna make it back from this, it's Dusa, and she's gonna pick up, I believe, a Yasha.
No, she's gonna be picking up her Blades of Attack here, so she'll still finish out her phase boots, and I don't know if really a Lincoln Sphere would be beneficial for her, because there's just so much that can pop. The Lincolns.
Yeah. Against Skywrath, Lincolns is such a weak item. Yeah. Like, there is... You can just say, oh, well, she dodged my silence. Well, she's still gonna eat Mystic Flares all day. Or, Arcane Bolts, excuse me. And Kraken, not enough damage. Static actually isolated from the team down here. But they have nothing. They can't find him. Roosie's gonna take the backdoor approach. There we go. The crit coming through. It won't be enough! Oh, no. That's a dead Earthshaker. I don't even have words right now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
10-1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You still with me, Plague? Maybe he had a phone call or something. It's all good. Yep, of course. I called it. No problem. Actually, Shadowfiend gonna go for a Mask of Madness here. And a bunch of people will flame for this. Okay, sure. If he gets his ult off, they're doing 50% less right-click damage. They're all right-click damage at this point, pretty much. The Mask of Madness is going to let him farm so fast. It's not even funny how fast. I don't see... I'm wondering how FailQQ make it back here. Almost a 10k gold lead, almost a 10k experience lead as well. He's also got 1400 in the bank. And they can't do anything about him. 1000 HP, it's going to take a ton of right clicks from Medusa and a big nuke from anyone else on the team at this point. She will have part of her Yasha on the way. And Silence coming out on the Viper. The Future coming in here, will get hit by Corrosive Skin, taking a little bit of damage and a little bit of slow. The ulti coming out though, he's going to keep surging forward, going after this. He will actually be going for Scepter in the meantime, but he's going to get kited here. Actually, his Echo Slam came out from the Earthshaker, manages to repel him. He's on the run. It isn't enough. He's going to try to make it into the trees. Jukes galore coming out. He's still alive with 60 HP. Can he juke long enough? I actually don't think there's enough time. But, wait. FailQQ think he TP. Oh, God. FailQQ. FailQQ. Oh, my God. They think he TP'd. Don't tell him, guys. He's still in the trees. He's still here. He's actually having the courier bring him a TP. Oh, my God.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Stay in the trees. Stay in the trees. Okay. Courier is on the prowl. He is... this is not gonna work. Oh my God. Move the courier!
His bottom tower is under attack.
Okay. He almost sent it to the thing. I sure hope FailQQ watches replays. I really do. I can't even. Oh my goodness.
His middle tower is under attack.
I'm sorry, but Plague, did you see that?
I saw it and I was really surprised. I do apologize. I am on. I'm on call for. I work IT for a living, and it's my turn to take the phones, but this is really annoying.
No problem, man. I understand completely.
Boy, that Night Stalker had balls, man. just straight up, like, just the crate.
I'm surprised they never came for him there. My heart would be racing. Like,
with that, it's just, like, if you're able to get out with something like that, you deserve it. That's all I gotta say. And
yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and like full screen on my second screen over here the like 2-minute delay replay. Because he just sits there and they're like, well, guess he's gone, guys.
And with this Medusa going with that Yasha build, it's gonna let him farm a little bit faster, but it's still not gonna be quite enough. And as you were saying earlier, that there is a 10k plus gold lead. It's actually over 12 now for the side of Boreal. So and it's just not looking good at all for FailQQ. With all of their eggs being in that Medusa basket, and with Medusa not having near as much success as you would like to see out of one. And
now you've got map pack too. I mean, UG didn't really raise awareness for this, but this is actually legal map hack. Night Stalker has a 15-minute Aghanim Scepter. All they need to do now is pick up a gem, and all your vision are belong to us. And yep, just as I said, all your vision are belong to us. I mean, he can walk around, he could even pick up a Quelling Blade at this point in place of his Style Shield, and just farm wards. Or he can have a support walk around with him and get rid of it. I cannot believe how well this is working out with them. He is 3-0-1 as an off-lane, aggressive-ish tri-lane Night Stalker, and his team isn't even breaking a sweat to make it happen. I've got nothing here. And guys, please do excuse Plague. If he does have to take a phone call, it's totally cool. I kind of called on him at the last moment, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm working with one of our locations right now. It's got a. I might actually have to go somewhere tonight, which I wouldn't want to. It's like 2.5 hours. But
that sucks.
yeah. But anyway, like right now, it's. I don't know. Like with Razor, he almost has a BKB up, and Venge is going to be having a 4-staff here before too long. So once these core items do come out for the side of Boreal Esports, they're going to be doing just quite a bit more. And as you were talking about, there was a very fast Aghanim Scepter here out onto this Night Stalker, and when Night Stalker, did he just hang?
No, I'm here.
No, it was somebody else. But with
okay.
But with this Night Stalker just being as big as he is right now, it's
hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to kill him. They have more map control than you would think anyone else would. So
Where's
just
the gym?
excuse me one more second.
No problem, man. You go ahead. Okay. Oh my. In the meantime, while Night Stalker's got his Ags, Susie has a 17-minute Daedalus on Shadow Fiend with Mask of Madness. I don't even know. How do you even? I mean, I'm not one to give up on a game early, but goodness. And this isn't even with her getting fed. Him getting fed. I'm never sure where 747 Susie is a man or a woman. I need to iron that out somehow. I'll try to ask Boreal's manager if I can. He's gonna walk up now. He jukes the stun from the Earthshaker. Silence comes out on the line and he's fine. Okay, no big deal. I think he just walked up and said, hey, see this? This Daedalus. What you gonna do, bro? Gonna do anything? You got nothing. You got nothing. We're good. I mean, if Plague does have to go somewhere, I mean, there may not be much time before this game's over anyway, so yeah. Medusa's sitting on 1800. I'm assuming maybe Manta, but even then, like, raises from the Shadow Fiend can take this down. Did you catch the Daedalus?
I did, and
good God.
Like, with the Mask of Madness and the Daedalus being out for the Shadow Fiend, even though he did lose the Aegis now, that's a lot of damage that comes out for that Shadow Fiend. I do apologize. That computer that I was working with was just a problem child. So we do see that the Tidehunter is going to end up going down here to no.
Oh, he tried to Ravage. Is he going to get it off?
On the Shadow Fiend. The Shadow Fiend's going to end up going down here to... no, he doesn't have enough mana for the finger, so... that Tidehunter is going to end up going down. So...
doesn't matter, got him.
Yeah. I mean, that's a huge net worth change. Like, that's 1,800 gold swing for one hero. So that's huge. But we do see that the ult's going to come out from the Night Stalker, and the other is going to end up killing out this Medusa. So that's just... the eggs for FailQQ are just down for the count. You also get Night Stalker getting a kill onto the Lions, so that's a 3-for-1 trade. It would more or less a 3-for-0 because the Night Stalker, rather, the Shadow Fiend died before the end of that, before the beginning of that fight. So
yeah,
and with Viper ending up going down here too, this is gonna be, as you're
if he even goes down.
You're talking about a quick GG here from FailQQ, or rather quicker than what it has been, or what last game was.
Yeah,
I don't know if FailQQ really has anything to come back, because Medusa doesn't really have that great of a comeback mechanic, even though she does have a farm. She can farm.
As if you weren't farming fast enough. There's now a Blink Dagger up on Shadow Fiend. This guy is 4-slotted base, or 3-slotted at least, 20 minutes into the game. If you give this 20 more minutes, he'll be fully farmed.
Well, one thing about the Shadow Fiend, he is just straight glass. Like, just
yeah, that is true. Especially with the Mask of Madness.
But the Finger Death go out onto the Razor.
Oh dear.
He's going to end up going down here to the Earth Spike of the...
Can they clean something up off this? This could be big. The future, he's going down. Oh!
But that kill did go to the Earthshaker. Earthshaker now does have his Blink Dagger.
I don't think it's that big of a deal that it went to the Earthshaker as much, though. They've got a gem.
Yeah, and they also have a Manta style up onto the Medusa now if they want it. Or, like, or he could be going for the Scotty. But I don't know how much FailQQ, even though the FailQQ did get quite a bit out of that, I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Even though Shadow Fiend is just straight glass, I don't know if that's gonna matter really all that much.
Yeah, like if he kills you before you can even touch him.
I'm sorry, my girlfriend.
No, I understand, man.
Started to make noises at me.
I understand completely. When mine's around, she's just all, "Ooh, come over here," and I'm like, "I can't, Dota." And she's like, "I hate Dota," and I'm like, "No, you can't hate Dota."
It's like that is my one true love is Dota, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what about me? It's like, well,
you're all right.
Dota. Yeah, it's like you're okay. We do see that the Shadow Fiend's gonna get the kill now out onto the Tidehunter and the
the courier.
And with that, this is just, and with Razor getting the kill onto the Lion, just I don't know how much more FailQQ is going to be able to stand versus this push of Boreal. Especially with this Razor almost having his Axe up. It's just... Nightstalker's really going to... He's going deep. Shaker's
what do you do?
Down. No, the mech's going to go out, but with Viper and being really your only core that
okay.
Dude, I think
Yule's gaming hasn't gone too far.
I think Yule's is legit on any hero, and
that's the problem.
No, like Yule's is just. It's
the worst part is, it was made this way so that it would counter Blink, because a few patches ago, Blink was this way on any hero. It was so popular, and they're like, well, what if we had a cheap item like Yule's that did 50 damage to units when they land, so they can't just blink away? Perfect. Everyone build a Yule's, you'll counter the blinks. And now everyone's just like, forget the blink. Why would I get a blink when I can get a Yule's?
Yeah, with the movement speed, that's incredibly good on any hero, right?
Watch Diffusal Blade become an AoE to counter Yule's, and then everyone will buy Diffusal Blade.
AoE Purge. You'll see like anti-mages for some reason making Diffusal Blades every game.
Well, the Mana Burn doesn't stack, but at least it's not a unique attack modifier. Let's go, team!
Yeah, like it not being a UAM makes Scotty like a core item on at least I think on Phantom Lancer, but that's a discussion for another day.
Oh,
but
I have to try that build now.
I play Phantom Lancer as an offlaner, so it's just I like Scotty more than I like Hard on him, but that's just
I can understand that.
That's a discussion for another time, because
of course
Scale's not in this game. But we do see that
who turned out lights. Just to put it in perspective real quick, this is how much vision they have. They can see their own base, a tiny bit of area around the sword, and the bot lane where their creeps are, where Shadow Fiend is just terrifying. They have no information on this map. And they have a gym. Had a gym. Where's the gym? Oh, it's in the base. They had a gym. I mean... Meanwhile, let's look at the Radiant team. They have pretty much all the vision that FailQQ doesn't.
Yeah, and with the Nightstalker having that Aghanims upgrade, he does have that big AoE, like that ridiculous vision range. But wait, I mean, I think that the hero's weak during the day, and I don't think that they want to push with him. He's more or less dead weight right now during the daytime.
At the same time, though, Medusa is like, okay, I'm sitting top lane, I'm getting farmed. The rest of the heroes are like, okay, we'll wait in base for you. They have nothing else they can do.
She will have a Scotty online here before too long, so that'll actually be a really big pickup. If
she's 100 gold from it right now, yeah. But Ravage from the Tide, it'll hit a lot. Echo Slam coming out as well. There's a Skywrath Mage ulti connecting on the Earthshaker. A swap out on a dead Razor. And Medusa ult coming out. Shadow Fiend to go down, but the 80s will bring him back. He will get up here. He's BKBing it up. Here comes that Requiem. Hits on 4. Tidehunter managing to blink away from it, I believe. And Shock's running low on mana and, well, low on health as well as a blink forward for 747. He takes him down. He's actually gone ahead and sold his Midas at this point because it served him well. It's done what it was meant to. He goes down, but he takes another with him as he takes down the Tidehunter. And just like that, I mean, sure, you can kill the Shadow Fiend, but he has 3,500. The Medusa has 2k. He is working on Scotty, but I don't see them coming back from this unless they get a Rapier.
Well, we
I'm gonna raise the stakes, though.
We did see here that they ended up picking up a 3-for-2 trade. Boreal lost all of their cores. The only people that are still alive are their supports. That wasn't a bad pickup for the side. I mean, that wasn't a bad fight by FailQQ, and FailQQ is going to end up getting this kill onto the Skywrath, so that's going to be 4 total kills over the course of a minute for the side of FailQQ. Yeah, 1v1v.
Get wrecked! Oh wait, I got wrecked, yeah.
Alright, so as I was just saying, oh yeah, this is alright for the side of FailQQ. This Viper's gonna get caught out by the Night Stalker, Razor, and Vengeful Spirit Gang Squad. And Lion, nope, he's not gonna get mini stunned by the Void. And
they see him though. They know he's there.
Yeah, and he's getting out. But with the Scotty now being online for the Medusa, that, I mean, it's actually probably not going to be enough, but it's a nice afterthought. And this Medusa's going to end up going down here to the... No, she's not. That Mana Shield doing major work there. And with Ravage being down for another 25 seconds, I don't think that there's really anything that FailQQ can do to prevent this push from happening. And we see the Hex from the Lion onto the Night Stalker. Night Stalker is going to use himself.
Shadow Fiend, meanwhile, is bot, though, and he is split pushing like a champ. And he has more than enough damage to kill a tower at this point with 28 souls alone.
We did see last fight he did use his BKB, so he does have a 9-second BKB right now, so...
But still, it's 9 seconds, like, it's not like it's down to the 5-second charge.
Yeah, no, what I was saying is that he's going to be able to run rampant here in this fight because of the Tidehunter, right? Yeah. Like, he does have to blink in, and with the cast time of Ravage... I think that if Shadow Fiend is quick enough on his fingers, which he should be because he's been playing like super well this game.
Swap.
Wait.
On the Tide, he's gonna get it out on 3, but Shadow Fiend actually is over in the secret shop. He actually gets hit by the Viper ulti. This could be going down quick, but actually it looks like Boreal may be holding their own. Medusa's still standing strong. They at least take down the Lion in exchange for the Venge. There's a Gem of Truesight on the deck. Medusa, she's gonna pick it up. There's actually an Echo Slam back on the back lines, though. They take down the Earthshaker. They'll silence up the Tide, who will not get it purged off thanks to the Night Stalker. They're gonna be forced to not look at Medusa. Don't look at her. She's too hideous. She's too hideous, team. But they will just kill her. She's too hideous to even live. And they'll take him down again. 3 buybacks available on FailQQ, but... I mean, can they do anything with buybacks?
That was poorly played. Like, really poorly played by the Medusa, because she stone-gazed, and she just kept eating that static link by that Razor. Yeah. So she wasn't able to do any damage at all with her split shots. I mean, it looked like she was doing something with the split shots, but she wasn't. And she's gonna die back here.
And she's gone.
Clicks, and
that's a dieback from your Medusa. 30 minutes in against this stacked of a Shadow Fiend, and didn't even take anyone with her.
Just casually buy a MKB with 2k gold in the bank 30 minutes into the game. He's 6 slotted almost. Like all he needs
has 400 damage. 400 damage. And he has the money to sell his treads and get bots right now.
Yeah, and we do see the Mask of Madness popped by the Shadow Fiend, so he's just gonna right-click down these heroes.
Not to mention, he can even sell the Mask of Madness and get like a Satanic if he wants to. He'll lose a little damage, but honestly, I think he'll be fine.
Oh, definitely. Man, this Shadow Fiend here, 747 just putting on a clinic this game.
And I think we can notice the biggest thing here. Not buying a second blink. Oh, wait! Did he really?
Yes. But Skywrath Mage picked it up. But...
oh my god!
Base of FailQQ.
Again, I hope they watch the replay. Can we please just set down his boots and buy it? They're all buying! Put down the boots, please! For me, 747, for me. For the viewers.
Bench has double blink dagger too.
Oh my god.
And we see that there's double blink
Oh my god.
Wrath Mage. All Razor needs to do is buy double blink. Well, we do see that the Echo Slam,
Okay.
and Ravage are going to come out getting 2 kills here
Now-
on both Full Spirit and the
In
Shadow
true
Thief.
poetic justice, though, you know what needs to happen?
Just the throws.
The throw. They need to lose this game. We cannot teach people that double blink is okay. For those of you that may have missed our first game, it was thrown because an Enchantress who was carrying the team, oddly enough, picked up a double blink. And then proceeded to feed and die and lose the game. And then eventually she said, wait a second, this double blink thing ain't working out. However, I feel like Boreal have enough of a lead with 20k net worth and 20k XP to make this work.
747 crit down that Tidehunter for like 800 damage crit. And we
Oh my-
saw there just insta-giving that Medusa. I don't think that there's really any way for Boreal to throw this game, mainly because when we saw the Enchantress throw, I talked a little bit about how she kind of falls off, and where you really need to like stay ahead, like really far ahead in that net worth. Where Shadow Fiend is already 6 slotted, and it's at 33 minutes of the game he's already 6 slotted. So, and they're also taking advantage of things that FailQQ didn't last game, like being able to take those racks.
Tiburon, looking for something. He drops low, but Medusa on the sidelines may mean this is a done deal. The extra 747 will pick up the Earthshaker. Literally 2/3 of Tide's health in one hit. Oh, can he get the crit? Can he get the crit?
Insane.
Get the crit. Get the crit. They're literally bottling Tide up back to base.
That is insane. The damage out from that Shadow Fiend is just ridiculous.
Dive the base.
And, you know,
Dive the
I'll
base.
just buy a butterfly. Just
Yeah, just a casual butterfly. What do you sit down at this point?
probably
Mask of
your
Madness?
Mask of Madness. I would totally sit down my Mask of Madness.
Oh! What else was on that?
For with how this game's been going, probably double blink.
Probably another blink, yeah. Oh, wait, the value Ghost Scepter. Lion will turn this game around against the Megas. Just kidding, he's dead.
Well, this Tidehunter is gonna get the kill onto the Shadow Fiend, but it's, you know, it's too little, too late.
I mean, he does have double Ravage, which he whiffed.
Yeah, he'd eat it with that second Ravage, but with Megas knocking down your door and you having no way to defend against it, it's just GG.
Okay, wait. Hold the phone. Not double blink, but triple blink. Coming out from Skywrath Mage.
Triple blink gaming, yo.
Is under attack.
Hey man, it's still technically only double blink because one of the blinks is Shadow Fiends. So with that, that's gonna be a 2-0 for Boreal. They just wow.
Okay.
Double
Wait.
blink gaming, man. Just 747 played so well this game. We saw him just run away with the mid lane after he just got that little bit of a lead on that Medusa. After Shocks fed that first blood, the game just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed into what it ended up turning into. So
Sorry, I'm taking a screenshot of this triple blink for the Twitter. But
that is okay.
had a great time with you though, man, and congrats to Boreal on their 2-0 victory here. Guys, if you're just tuning in, you don't want to miss game 1. I mean, some of us wish we missed game 1. Let's be honest here, but it was a bit of a throw. So, Boreal Esports up against 322. I mean, FailQQ Esports, excuse me there. It's a bit of a slip. And of course, joining me, I'm SP Revolution 5. I had good old PlagueDota here with me on Truesight TV. Plague, is there anything you'd like to plug real quick before we call it a night?
No, I mean, just shout out to Inch Game 1 and shout out to the 322s, you know.
Yeah.
No, but I think I love watching amateur Dota, and I really want to see this.
I mean,
I really want to see this scene grow.
Boreal isn't even amateur. They're playing with the best of them. They've been in Canada Cup recently. I want to say they're actually in the playoffs of SIVO, or at least they were until Wednesday night. And they're really growing fast. But FailQQ may be relegated to amateur before long, the way they played tonight.
Well, yeah, they didn't play super well, but what I mean is, like, or I guess I want to say, like, tier 3 teams, and I love watching those sorts of games.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's just it's so interesting, and with these ridiculous throws that are going on, man, it's great.
I mean, usually we don't have these kind of throws, but tonight was a special treat for us all.
Boreal beat Leviathan 2-0 in the quarterfinals for SIVO
Yeah.
just a couple nights ago. So yeah, like Boreal's definitely a good team. Don't get me wrong, but it
didn't work out so well for them, for FailQQ here. And honestly, the fact that Boreal struggled against them in the first game seems like it would make Boreal look like a joke. But the Enchantress really was the meat holding them all together in this game.
Yeah,
wasn't there. Didn't happen.
Game 1, just all it was overconfidence on the side of FailQQ that ended up propelling Boreal to victory, because they just took a small advantage that they were able to find in the very late game, and they just rolled with it. But I mean, again, like, just enough of that. Game 2 really fun games.
Yeah.
But I don't really have anybody to plug or shout out to my boys in Nebraska. I got I got my boys in Potato Gaming.
Potato Gaming.
Yeah,
that's great.
That was our that's like the Nebraska community team. Oh. And so we play they play League of Legends mostly, and then we've got a little Dota division.
Okay.
That,
I was worried for a second. I was like, they what?
Yeah, no.
Burn them at the stake.
I know.
Yeah, but
anyways,
I'm gonna cut us off here because don't want the VOD to run too long, guys. Check Plague out at PlagueDota on Twitter. Myself at SPRevolution5 in the studio at Truesight TV. We appreciate it. Make sure you guys follow the channel before you leave, and have a great night.